Good morning, everyone. Happy, wonderful Wednesday. Let's take our seat, and you might sit a little bit more towards the edge of the chair than back, so that our core starts to engage and we sit up in a nice alert position. And take a breath in of fresh air and let it go. Settle into your body as we begin this mind-body practice. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Take the breath down and deep. So deep, not big, but deep. So we want to bring the breath down to the belly, deep down. Exhale out through the nose. Breathe in and breathe out. So we had some mention about knees and shoulders, so we'll make sure to focus on both of these. Let's start by making a fist with your hands, lifting your shoulders towards your ears. This can be very helpful to help relax the tense muscles, right? We tense them up. And now tense up the rest of your body. Jaw, face, hips, toes, crunch them, feet, release, let it go. Notice how the letting go feels. Let's do it one more time so we really get that feeling of letting go. Feel the crunch, which generally isn't so comfortable. I mean, maybe it is for a second or two, but you wouldn't want to walk around like this. But we do walk around with like this. We usually walk around with our shoulders up towards our ears and forward. So exhale, let that go. And now circle the shoulders up, around, back, down, forward, up, and around. Really feel the stopping points. So up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward. Take it the other way. Back, up, forward, down, back. Really squeeze back. You wouldn't want to walk around like that. And I can feel the pulling all the way in here. Up, wouldn't want to walk around like that. Forward, not really want to walk around like that, but notice what you're feeling in your back body when we do that. Let it go. And now circle around them nice and easy a few times. So the point is we're intentionally taking these positions so we can feel them. Ooh, am I hearing cracks? You might be hearing some little cracks. That's we're moving around that fascia. Separating, I like to picture separating out the fibers, really getting in there. And things that get sticky from contraction come apart as we move our body. So the ideal place for the shoulders is somewhere in the middle. It's not too high up. It's not too far down low, because see what happens. Maybe you can feel it. If you compress your shoulders down, you're going to feel this dragging down. If you take them up, you don't want to walk around like that either. If we take them too far back, that just feels like really out of alignment. The ribs and the sternum are pushing forward. And if the shoulders come forward and the body's back, that's like this closed in position. So we want our shoulders about level right at the base of the neck. Now we can't see that, so we have to learn how to feel it. You can go in the mirror and actually check it out once a day, maybe, or twice a day when you're brushing your teeth, washing your face, kind of check out where the neck is in space. Let's inhale and take both arms forward. Now reach forward with your arms and feel the shoulder blades come off the back. Now pull the elbows back on your exhale. Feel the shoulder blades come together. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Take your elbows towards each other for the fun of it. Notice how that feels. Good. And then fingertips together, elbows out. And inhale, make a V. Notice how that feels. It's a little crunchy, not terrible, but a little crunchy. Fingertips together, elbows down. Draw your shoulders up and back. How does that feel? Not so bad. Actually, it feels kind of good. That might be a good place to be. Again, elbows together, arms forward, pull back, lengthen. Breathe. Extend out from your heart. So we mean extend from your heart center in yoga. There's a heart chakra right here. It's an energetic center in your body, even though the heart is anatomically over to the side. Inhale, open up your arms. Turn your palms upward. As you turn your thumbs back, feel your shoulder blades come onto your back. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a stretch through my arms here, even into my thumbs. Notice what you're feeling. That's our yoga. That's our yoga, tuning into how the body feels as we take a posture and we move. Inhale, let's lift one or both arms. Elbows may be bent. You might even bring your stack one palm or hand towards the other. Good. Open it back up into cactus. Reach forward. Exhale, take your hands on top of your knees. Feel your kneecaps. Since we want to focus on them, let's feel our kneecaps. And then round your spine. So chins to chest. Inhale, lift up, pressing palms into thighs, not knees. Lift the heart. Take the back of your neck nice and long and back. Exhale, round. Chin is to chest. Inhale, lift. Take your shoulders up and back. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we lift. One more, round it. Why do we do this? We're opening up the shoulders here. Our emphasis right now is opening up the shoulder blades. They're spreading. Inhale, we lift up. The heart is lifting upwards. The shoulder blades are moving in. You might even feel a little stretch in your belly. Come back to center. Lift your right knee. Give it a hug in towards you. Check out your kneecap. So generally, we want our knee, not even generally, we want our kneecap to align with our middle toes. So hug that knee in towards you. You might interlace your fingers behind the thigh and flex your foot and gaze at your toes. Watch how the shin goes down and the heel is underneath the knee or lining up with the knee, and then the middle toes are upwards. Go ahead and circle the ankle around and about while we got it up here. Leg can be heavy. We know that. Circle the other way. Place the foot down. Notice knee over heel. Knee lining up with middle toes. That's about where we want it. Now, it doesn't matter as much when we're not really weight bearing on it. There's no stress at this moment on my knee. Could I do something like that? Yeah, but it really doesn't feel that good and it's not in alignment. So when the foot is out and the knee is going forward, that's a no. That's a no, no, no. At least in yoga therapy alignment, we want kneecap, middle toes. Is it easy to get out of alignment? It really is, especially if we're used to moving that way. Is it easy to put it back in alignment? No, but with mindfulness, we can do it. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift the left knee in towards you. Give it a hug. Press your your palms, your fingers into your shin, elbows out to the side. Feel your shoulder blades on your back, right where they should be. Feel both sitting bones even on the chair and push down through the right foot. Check out your shin and your middle toes. You're just looking at them. Just kind of giving your brain the idea that we're going to take the kneecap and line it up with our foot. Let's circle the ankle around and about, and then take it the other way. Make sure you are breathing in and out as we do these exercises. And exhale, let it go. Now check it out. Now we got heels under both knees, toes are forward. Toes are forward. That's where we want to be. Now we're going to take the right knee in and out to the side, place it down. We're making a 90-degree angle. Our kneecaps, imagine you had a line going from your hips, the center of your hip crease, through your kneecaps, and then down to your middle toes. That's where we want to be. That's where we want to be. Lift tall. And then let's press our palms down into our thighs. Lean forward. Feel your shoulder blades on the back. Now, a nice way to do this is to draw the shoulders towards your ears and pull them back. As you press your palms down, feel the muscles in between your shoulder blades engaging, your rhomboids. Lengthen your gaze forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push down through your thighs, rise up. You got to use your core there, right? We're using our muscular energy as we activate. Let's go down again. Exhale, lengthen forward and down. Tack your hips down onto the chair. Feel your shoulder blades on your back. Press your palms down. Feel the pressure from your palms into your thighs, down through your shin bones, into your feet. Rise up. You got it. Right forearm to the thigh. Right forearm to the thigh. Let's open up the shoulders. Lean slightly back. Circle the left arm around and about. Maybe you gaze at your fingertips as it moves, as it flows. It's moving forward, up, around, and back. And then eventually lift it upwards. Maybe the arm straightens, maybe it doesn't. That's okay. We're reaching it upwards and then over the ear. Now we're getting a good stretch. Let's take a few breaths here and check out where your shoulders are in space. So the first thing I usually do is check out my ribs, because if they're jutting forward, it's hard to put your shoulder blades on your back. So pull the ribs back, then lengthen the arm a little bit more, extending from the elbow and the wrist. Try to turn your pinky side down and thumb up. So the back of your hand is facing towards the screen. Breathe in, breathe out. You can gaze forward, you can gaze downward. You might take your gaze upwards, press down to your feet, rise up. Awesome. And relax your arms down. Let's extend now the right leg. The right leg is extended. Now you get to take a look, and the kneecap and the middle toes are lining up. I just thought of something. I could use the cane to kind of show that. So, excuse me, but see how the middle toes and the kneecap are lining up there? That's what we're looking for. We get to be conscious in yoga about these things. You have the luxury of time and your awareness to be to check it out. And then during the day, you become a little bit more conscious of how you move. Inhale, arms out to the side. Good. Reach long. Spread your fingers. Now bring them in towards each other. Spread them. Close them in. Relax them so they're about in they're neither spread too far apart or crunching in. Let's lean towards the right. Exhale, lower the right arm down. What's it touching? It might touch the front of the shin. It might touch the back, or somewhere it could touch in the front of the thigh. Your arm is touching into the thigh. Any of that would be fine. Now push your arm into your thigh or your hand into your shin and have the lower part of your body twist upward just a little bit. You might gaze up towards the ceiling. You might lift the left arm towards the sky. That's it. Let's bring it forward. Reach it forward. Reach it like you're going to grab somebody's hand. Now keep the arm long. Pull the shoulder back. That's a little tougher, isn't it? We're isolating movement. Reach forward. Pull back. Lift arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, notice if your knee is locking. That's also another thing. In yoga, we say to not lock the knee. So we'll talk about that. Locking means that it feels really hard back there and that you feel like it's almost bone on bone. There's no softness behind there. So you can think of it as a micro bend of the knee. Press down, rise up. For many people, thinking about a micro bend of the knee is helpful. So with your hands down, push down through your heel. And as you do that, bend your knee and pull the heel towards you. So now the knee bends. And then go ahead and point the toes away from you. The leg generally will straighten here unless you're really thinking. That's a tough one to point and bend the knee. A little harder, try it. It's kind of hard. Then point. Flex the toes towards you, push the heel down towards you, have a little micro bend in the knee. Generally, when somebody's a locker, which I am, that's why I can speak so well about it. When we're a locker, then a little micro bend is helpful. It's teaching the body what actually straight is. Inhale your arms out. Good. Bring your left hand towards your right. Open it up. Exhale, bring palms towards each other. Open it up. Left hand towards right. Inhale, open it up. Good. One more time. Left palm towards right. It may not touch all the way. Mine's not touching all the way. Inhale, open it up. Awesome. Take your fingertips behind your head. Lean your head slightly back into your fingertips. Drop your chin, because when the chin is too far up, that stresses the neck out, and the neck stressed out is going to impact your shoulders. Exhale, elbow down, right elbow down, left elbow up. Reach. Pull back in, fingertips towards head. Press down through the right heel, rise up. You got it. Let's do that a few times. Exhale down. Inhale, lengthen. Pull back in. Lift on up. Exhale down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull back in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift on up. Let's drag the heel back and place it so that the heels are back underneath the knees. Notice how your body's feeling. Let's extend the legs forward. I'm going to turn this way because I'm not sure if you'll see me the other way. And extend both heels forward. Hold on to the side of the chair. We can check out both kneecaps now. Let's go ahead and turn the toes out, kind of like ballet first position. So now kneecaps are going just like middle toes are going out to the side. Now let the toes come upward and the kneecaps are upward. Turn it out. Turn it in. Turn it out. Let's circle around and about while we're at it. And point and flex, and point and flex. Drag your right knee in. Inhale, take your arms forward, interlace your fingers, push your palms away. Let's find a twist. So you're going to take your right arm back behind you, gaze at it, left hand outside the thigh. Oh yeah, you might feel an opening all the way down the arm into the hand. 3 breaths here. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, we lengthen upward. Exhale, we soften. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, back to center, and pull the knee back in. Let's do the other side. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. Inhale, interlace your fingers, press your palms forward. Maybe they come up, maybe they don't. Sometimes that's hard. If you bend your elbows, it might be a little bit easier. Maybe, maybe not. Let's find our twist. Right hand outside, left thigh, left hand behind you. We're twisting towards the left. The neck turns last. This is an opportunity to really feel the left shoulder blade come onto your back as you twist. Soft breath in, soft breath out. Breath is in and breath is out. Take the arm forward, place it down, bring both knees back to neutral. We have to do that other side. You guys remember the sequence? All right, so we get our heels underneath our knees and our toes are lining up with our knees. That is the healthiest place for your knees to be, is lining up with your feet. Take a breath in, push down through your thighs. Let's lean forward as we press down. Now, draw your shoulders up and back, gaze halfway up here. This is a little different than we did on the other side. This is called lifting halfway up. It's kind of like a seated cobra. Now, lengthen forward. Take the crown of the head. Imagine there's a beam right from the center of your crown. It's reaching forward. Draw your shoulders up and back. Lift your heart as you push your palms down. You're going into a little back bend here. You're lifting the heart. Your sit bones are back. One more time. Lengthen forward. This time you might reach your right arm forward, about in alignment with your ear. So that means you might have to lift the arm a little bit. It might not be exact. Doesn't need to be exact. Pull the right arm back, press the palm down, extend the left arm at a diag. Take a breath in, push down through your feet, pull the palm back in, and lift on up. We're going to square off. So even though our body could be right neutral in center, there's going to be a little bit of a twist as you turn your shoulders forward. Left forearm goes to the thigh. The forearm is pressing into the thigh. Pull the left shoulder back. Circle the right arm around and about. We have to give this side just as much attention as the other. Soft breathing. Perhaps gaze following fingers. After your next one, you're going to lengthen it to your range of motion, not mine. So you're going to reach. It comes back. Pinky side is down, thumb is up. Reason I'm being a little picky about this is because that helps your shoulder alignment. So I wouldn't worry about it, but it does help it. So the arm is reaching towards the left. And then you can gaze forward, you can gaze down, or you can gaze up, or you could kind of play around with your vision doing all of them. Up, forward, down, back to neutral. Reach, 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 reach. Let's pull the elbow back and then reach one more time. Breathe and lengthen. Now, notice what's going on in your feet. Just feel them, don't look at them. Make sure the weight is going across the balls of the toes, big toes across the pinkies. Press down, rise up. Oh yes, you got that. You got that. Let's relax the arms down. Now we're going to extend the left leg out to the side. Check it out. Check it out. Toes lining up with kneecap. So we're lining up. Is it going to be exact? No, but that's about where it needs to be. Now push down through the left heel. Sometimes it's one leg that tends to lock. If you want to lock, go ahead and lock once and then don't do it again. But so if you lock, you're pushing back. And that means when you're pushing back, your shin is going behind your knee actually. It's hard to see, but you can kind of feel it. It feels really tight. And it's really hard to activate your muscles when the leg is locked. We're pushing down through the heel, pull the heel towards you. You get a little micro bend in your knees. Inhale, open up the arms. Let's exhale, reach towards the left. Maybe we find full expression. Push down through your feet, rise up. Take a breath in, tilt, hinge, maybe gaze up, maybe reach up and reach down at the same time. Press down, rise up. You got it. Let's bend our elbows, bring the fingertips behind your head. Now we're not pushing the head forward, we're leaning the head slightly back into the fingertips. Exhale, left elbows down, right elbows up. Breathe in, breathe out, push down through your feet, rise up. So you're pushing down through the left heel. Notice if it locked. So we got to micro bend it, press down, micro bend the knee. Left elbow down, right elbow up. Maybe arms spread your fingers. Notice how that feels to spread your fingers. Close your fingers up. Spread them. Push down through your feet. Rise up. Exhale. Lower your arms down. That's a lot of work. Let's bring that foot back in. We're going to do warrior pose. You can do it seated or standing. Let's look at the knee. We already looked at it once in the 90-degree angle. Here's warrior. What we want is knee over heel. That's the 90-degree angle. It's about a 90-degree angle. But what we're looking for, we don't want this. I think you can see that. So the foot behind the knee is not a good place to be. That's going to be weight bearing on the knee if you're standing. If you're seated, it won't be so much. So when we get standing, we want the heel in line with the knee. Let's try it. You can be seated or standing for our warrior two. This back leg, if you have knee things going on, it may be better to bring the knee in rather than to lengthen. If it feels like you're torquing it, and it doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. And since I can't be there to kind of discuss it with you, I would recommend bending it. Let's stand if you're ready. If not, do warrior two seated. You know that the chair can be in front of you or the chair can be to the side of you. Feet are underneath. We're going to start in mountain pose. So the mountain pose is a great place to check out the knees. So kneecaps are aligning with middle toes all the way down. Now we step wide. we're trying for the same thing. We're going to turn the right toes out. Right knee goes over heel. So you may need to adjust and make a wider stance if that feels safe for you. If it doesn't feel safe, then you're going to bring the back leg in so that the knee still stays over the heel. Once you've got your position, you're going to tack that right hip down. And yes, you're going to feel it. One of the ways to help our knees out is to strengthen the quadriceps, which we are doing in Warrior Two pose. Maybe the arms are in T, maybe one hand's at the chair and one arm is down. We still got the stance, right? Breathe in, breathe out, breath is in, and breath is out. Maybe we float one or both arms up. Maybe we gaze over our front fingertips. This is a long time for this thigh. Maybe we straighten the leg and give it a little break. Push down through your feet. Exhale, bend the knee so it's over the heel. So we don't want the knee to come forward of the heel. You see that? The chair is kind of in the way, so just watch this. We don't want that. That's knee forward of heel. That's kind of tough on the knee. We want the knee over the heel in this pose. Where are we feeling this? You might be feeling this in your right inner thigh or even down the whole leg. It's a lot of work in this pose. Breathe in, breathe out, relax your shoulders, maybe turn the palms up. Let's straighten the leg. Take a little break. The longer you hold the pose, the more it's asking you to work, right? So you can always come out of the pose. You don't have to stay in it the whole time. Check out your body, check out your breath. What feels right? Let's exhale and bend knee over heel. How about a reverse warrior? You want to make sure you're safe. A reverse warrior means this left arm's going to go down or be at your hip, and you're going to lean back. So it may be better to have the chair like this if you want to hold on to a chair for balance. And then this arm, the right arm, might go up as you lean back. Knee still stays over heel. So that's a little back bend in your reverse warrior. Let's inhale, come back to neutral, traditional Warrior Two. So this is Warrior Two, and this is reverse warrior. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, find your reverse. Let's come out of that Warrior Two, all 10 toes forward. Back to mountain pose, maybe shake out your legs because that is a long time to be in Warrior Two. We go back to mountain and feel a little softness behind your knees. So if your knees, this is locked knees. Here, I'm going to exaggerate. That's locked knees. You can see how the shin and the calf are pushing behind the kneecap. This is actually straight knees. This is locked. This is straight. Okay, we're in mountain. We step wide. Turn the left toes out. Make your adjustments so that your knee lands over your heel. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breath is in, breath is out. Maybe you lift your arms into Warrior Two. Maybe you have one hand on the chair and one arm down. Your legs are still working. You can feel it working. If you don't feel it working, oh, let that go. Looks like it's a spam call. Just let that go. You're going to bring the knee over the heel, even though you can't see me. It'll go away in a second. All right, we're back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Knee is over heel. Let's straighten it up. That call got me a little distracted. We stayed in a little longer. Exhale, bend the knee over the heel. Feel the work in the thigh. Push down through your left heel and foot and pull the left foot toward you. That's an isometric. You're pulling the left heel towards you. You can't see the movement, but you can feel it. Maybe you gaze over your front shoulder. Breathe. Soften. So this is a strengthening pose. There's a lot of work going on, but can you soften? Let's straighten, give it a break. Maybe you're saying, I don't know what she means by that. Very often the shoulders creep up when we're contracting and working hard. So allow them to soften down. Let's go for it again. Knee over heel, hand on chair. That's warrior two. Let's go for reverse warrior. And you might take the chair in front of you. Back hand, right arm is down. Maybe left arm is up, or you have one hand on a chair in front of you. Reverse your warrior. Inhale back to warrior two. Take a break if you need it. Exhale, reverse warrior. Thigh is working. Back to warrior two. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, upright, warrior two. One more breath in and a breath out. Turn your toes forward and bring your feet back together. Circle your hips around and about. Now, chair pose is a great pose to play with the knees and check them out. So you might use a block or not. The block can be helpful because it's about sitting bone distance apart. Is it exact? No. But when we bend our knees, we want them to track over the middle toes. Now, in this case, the weight's going to go towards the back of your heels. Kneecaps are still pointing forward towards middle toes, but they may come slightly forward. With both legs about even, it should be okay. If you feel pain in your knees, come on out of it. So we're hugging our block. Our kneecaps are forward. Our toes are forward. Maybe we take one arm or both arms forward. Hug your block. And let's exhale and come on out of that. Breathe in and breathe out. Exhale, sit on back. Arms are forward. Sit bones are back. Lift your torso. Maybe lift your arms. Oh yeah. Sit bones back, arms forward, press down, rise up. You guys are awesome. Now, you can take the block out or keep it there for the next one. So now you're going to think about keeping the knees forward. The block's not in there to protect. Now, if you know your knees tend to go in or out, you could give it a little feedback and keep it there. If you know your knees, then this would be like a retraining, a muscular retraining. So if you know your knees tend to come in, you might want to keep it in there. So here we go. Here we go. Now, if your knees go out, I'm going to show you something else in a minute. Sit bones back, torso lifts. Sit bones back, torso lifts. Press down through your sitting bones, lift on up. All right. Now, so sometimes knees tend to go outward. And this is a really good thing to do. If you don't have one with you, don't worry about it, but you can practice it on your own. So this is what it looks like. And you might want to sit to put it on you. What we're doing is putting the strap around our thighs. We have the block in between the thighs. This is strap around the thighs. And you consider stand. So when you're sitting like this, now go ahead, take your feet apart, and so your knees and your toes are about lined up, and push your thighs into the strap. If you don't have a strap, use your hands and push your hands into your thighs and your thighs into your hands. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're pushing away to line up. Sometimes we have one knee that comes in and one knee that stays straight up. It's going to be the same thing though. Push out into the strap. Notice how now you're working the outside muscles. When we were hugging the block, we were using the inside muscles. So we have to figure out which one is it that we want to work. You can do both at the same time, but I don't know if we're going to do that right now. Well, we won't worry about that, but this would be doing both at the same time. That's a lot of work. Let's pass on that for now. So push out into the strap. Now, if you want, go ahead and stand with the strap around your thighs. Maybe arms are forward. Now, maybe you have a chair in front of you so that for balance, you can grab onto it. So push your thighs into the strap as you rise, and then stay there for maybe a breath or two. Mary, that looks a little wide. Take your feet a little bit closer together. Yeah, I got a good view of you. Exhale, slowly lower down. Take a little break. Can't see all of you, but I got a full view of Mary. So, you know, if I have a full view, then we can do little pointers. All right, we're going to come on. So don't hide from me. That's the fun of it. So then I know if one person is doing it, usually that means some other people are doing it. Now, if you're taking your feet wide for balance, then go for it. But also at the same time, if you go too wide, it's hard for the knees to line up with the feet. So try to, even if you're keeping them wider apart, then try to keep the knees lined up with the feet. All right, here we go. Let's rock it forward and back. Come on up, sit bones back. Heart forward, maybe upward, push into that strap. Yeah, we're building a little heat, aren't we? Maybe you stand, maybe you sit. Take a little break. As you stand, if you're standing, go ahead and push. If the strap's falling down, then pull it up a little bit and push your thighs into the strap and just notice. Notice what is working. Meaning what is activating. Your body's working, right? Let's inhale and take our arms up overhead. Maybe we take a side bend towards the right. Let's give that a little break. Now, as you take a side bend, you can still push your thighs into the strap. Still push your thighs into that strap. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, let's take a side bend towards the left. Side bend to the left, push your outer thighs into the strap. Outer thighs into the strap. Now, if it's hard to do that, you can always make the tie a little bit tighter. Lift up. What I mean by that is if it's getting loose, you can take your feet together, tighten the strap, then try to push it apart. That'll feel snug then. Let's sit on back for our chair. Knees over middle toes. You got it. Knees over middle toes. And then inhale and straighten. Now, if you want, keep the strap on, but do not trip. Hold your strap up. And we're going to go for a wall dog. So you can keep your strap on or off. At this point, we're going to do a wall dog. You don't want to trip on your strap. So put it somewhere where you're not going to or hold on to it. Let's walk back to wall dog. Feet are hip distance apart. Arms can be over this back of the chair or on the seat of the chair. I still got my strap on, so I'm going to push my thighs into the strap. You can gaze down and look at your kneecaps. Check them out. Make sure the knees aren't locking and that the kneecaps are forward. Now, I'm feeling my lower ribs. They're becoming like a hammock. Got to pull them up. Tone the belly. Lengthen that crown forward towards the chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then inhale. Walk back in towards the chair. Little break. Little break. You may place a block in between your thighs, or You can keep the strap where it is or neither. Holding on to the chair, let's inhale up onto our tippy toes, lift the ankles and the heels upward. You can still push your thighs, your abductors into the strap. I'm pushing so hard I can feel that pressure. You don't want to hurt though. Exhale, slowly lower the heels down. Inhale, heels rise up. Pull, tone the belly. Pull the pelvic floor in and up. Exhale, slowly lower the heels down. Soften the back of the knees. Inhale, rise up. Soften the back of the knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe take one hand up. Maybe alternate. Exhale, lower the heels down. Go back for one more wall dog. Walk your feet back. Walk your feet back. Find your wall dog. Pull your belly in and up and angle your sit bones down to your heels. Walk your feet back in towards the chair. Let's take that strap on, off if it was on. Put it to the side. Get it out of the way. We're going to go into a lunge forward. I like to hold on to the seat of the chair, but you might want to hold on to the back of the chair. There's not a right or a wrong with this. So we're facing the chair no matter what. The right foot's going to stay forward, the left's going to go back. Now we've done these lunges before, but what I want you to pay attention to here is knee over heel. Knee over heel. So knee is over heel, and now we know it's in alignment. If knee comes forward, that's not in alignment and not a great position. Oh, here comes another call. They just don't get it, not to call me now. Hold on, it'll be back. Take a little break, maybe step your left foot to meet your right. Take a little break. Take a little break. I'm sorry, another call coming in, but it'll be back in a second. Let's do a lunge on the opposite side. Oh my goodness. Why is this taking so long? All right, we're back. All right, left knee is forward, right leg is back. Heel is lining up with knee. We're in a lunge. So actually the back knee is lining up too. We're in our lunge. Heart is forward and the back of the neck is long. So the head's not down, it's actually up, but not cranking back. So about in the middle. It helps to look forward and a little bit downward. Bend your right knee and step your right foot to meet your left. And rise on up. We're going to do the other side again, bending the back knee and straightening it a few times. Hands on the chair, right knee's forward, left leg is back. Bending knee over heel, bending left knee. So we're bending the left knee. Maybe you come up onto your fingertips here. We are working that front thigh. Maybe you straighten the leg. Maybe you bend it. Straighten it. Bend it. Maybe lift one arm. Maybe not. Place the hand down. Step the left foot to meet the right. Hands at your heart. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Other side, then we're going to sit down and do some more stretching. Right leg back, left knee over heel. Bend the right knee. Keep the left knee over the heel. Fingertips are on the chair. You're feeling that left thigh work. You might take your hands to the side of the chair and lean the spine forward. You might bend that right knee, come back upright. Keep both hands on the chair. Maybe one arm lifts up. Maybe one arm lifts up. Bring the hand down. Hold on to the chair. Bring your right foot to meet your left. And that is that. We'll do one salute, sun salute on the way down, or you can do it in the chair. Either way, arms lift up. Reach high. Reach up and out of your waist. Press down through your feet. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, take your arms out to the side and flow them down towards the earth or to the chair. Release your head and your jaw. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push down through your feet. Inhale your right hand to your hip or your left hand to your hip or both. Slowly rise up. Shoulder blades are on the back. So when we're doing this, we're not rounding. I'll do it one time to the side so you can see. Inhale, one or both arms lift. Exhale, we release and we fold. Hands are at the chair or at our legs. Don't bump your head. As we go inhale and we look halfway up, shoulder blades on the back, hands at the hips, hands on the chair. Soften the back of the knees, press down, rise up. You got it. Bring your hands to your heart to find your center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Have a seat and bring a strap with you or cane, or you'll just use your hands. We're going to stretch out the right leg. It's nice to, again, pick up that leg and maybe massage the back of the hamstrings. If they're tight, that can pull your knee out too. So that's why we want to make sure we stretch the back of the leg. You might put your fingers into your calf. You also could lean down and do it this way. And then some people have those roller pins, or you could use a cane and kind of roll it back behind the calf like this, up and down. And then we'll do the thigh stretch. So it's good to give the back of your legs a massage and the front. We're focusing on the hamstrings right now. Stretch the right leg forward. Stay tall. Can be up or down. Take your time to massage. Massage is such an awesome thing to do for yourself. Let's lift up. Draw the shoulders on the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pressing the heel away. Now, if it looks like the knee is tightening, bend it a little bit. If it's locking, bend it a little bit. Then you're going to see the kneecap lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe turn the heel in and the toes out. Kneecap goes with it. So it's externally rotating. 3 breaths here. Inhale, toes back upright. Release the leg, let it go. Feel how it, feel the back of your leg. Notice. What does it feel like after stretching it? Let's do the left side. Now, if you have the time, I encourage you to stay in these stretches even longer. The more you stay in them, the more you're going to feel them. And I really do love placing the foot on an ottoman or sofa or another chair in front of you. It's very helpful. Lift up and out of your waist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take at least 3 breaths. Deep breaths, belly breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Good. Let's turn the toes out and the heel in. Maybe spread the toes. Inhale, toes back upright. And release, let it go. Maybe open and close your knees a few times. You guys have worked super hard, so give yourself a little bit of rest here. Coming back to a seated pose. Maybe drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Relaxing. Feeling a little stretch on the left side of the neck. Inhale, head rises gently. And tip the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Belly breathing. Inhale, head rises. Soften the eyelids. Relaxing the feet. Let the heels get heavy. Breathing as you relax. It's a soft breath. Let the breath become effortless, so you're not trying to change it. The breath just is as it is. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Relaxing the lower legs, the knees. Send love to your knees. You just gave them lots of focus and attention. Focus on your thighs, your hips, your spine, your shoulders, your arms. Feel the weightiness of your hands and your arms in your lap. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing your belly so there's no tightening. Just spacious. Relaxing shoulders and neck and face. Let the whole body relax. Breathe in and breathe out. Relaxing the jaw. The cheeks. The eyes. And the forehead. Whole body relaxing. Breathe in and breathe out. Whole body relaxing. So stay and rest. I encourage you to. I'm going to bring our palms in front of our heart. And we bow in for this practice. We bow in with gratitude for this practice. This is an inward practice. So that when we interact with others outward throughout our day, we still remain very much mindful of our internal body and mind, and are able to direct our energy in both ways into our external environment. Namaste, everyone. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm here for any questions.